I'm Orlando Serrato. I'll be doing my narrative speech on the quote, "You are very brave, Noah, much, much braver than me. Living every day to those who refuse to acknowledge your humanity takes great courage." And that is from the book Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. And the reason why I really enjoy this quote is that it shows that it does take bravery and it does take resilience to show people who you are and who I am. And the reason why I say that is I am Mexican American, and throughout my whole life, I have been told that I'm not being American enough or I'm not being Mexican enough, and I have to either choose between both sides, or I'm appealing to one side more than I should than the other. And what has this quote really taught me is that I could be the person who I want to be. I could be the result of both cultures mixing together evenly, or how I would like it even, as both these cultures are the reason of who I am. And it also taught me that it requires resilience as well, as I could also just appeal to everybody. The people that tell me that I'm not being Mexican enough, I could just bend over backwards and tell them, all right, I will be Mexican and I will be more Mexican, and just completely disregard my American side, and vice versa, and just completely disregarding my Mexican side. And it just really taught me that I should rather just focus on myself and accept the person who I am, rather than trying to conform to either side and to block out any negativity from either side, to disregarding the person who I really am. As I really am just a person that is a mixture of these both cultures. And it just create, and having this discourse of telling me that I'm neither either or, it creates like a void that I don't belong with either cultures. And it just shows me that I have to fight for that. I have to stand up and say, no, I am Mexican American. I am part of both cultures. I am able to fuse these cultures and really become the person who I want to be, rather than conform to another. And it really takes courage as well, since there will be people that will tell me and will refuse to acknowledge me for who I am. Will be people that will refuse to acknowledge that I am American, or there are people that will refuse that I am Mexican and tell me just to disregard one or the other, rather than allowing me to be the person who I want to be. And I feel like this quote really taught me something about myself, as it really showed me how to accept myself for who I am, and it really allowed me to develop as a person, as it showed me that I should not be ashamed of who I am or be ashamed of the cultures I am a part of, but rather stand up to it and stand up for who I am and who I want to be and what cultures I want to represent. And it just showed me that I can be strong as a Mexican American and not bend over for any person that tells me that I can't be either or, when I am a mixture of both. And that is the reason why I really appreciate this quote, as it allowed me to evolve how I thought about myself mentally and physically, of who I am, and it allowed me to press forward. And that will be the end of my speech.